Welcome back to document preparation, a LaTeX based approach class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the math environment in LaTeX. So, for math environment is basically is used to write equations in LaTeX. There are two kind of equations in math. They are the explicit equation and the inline equations. Inline equations are the equations that appears in the paragraph along with the text, whereas explicit equations are separately written outside the paragraph or after paragraph. The package that we are going to use for creating math environment or math equation is the AMS math package, right? And for that we will be using the command slash use package AMS math. So for writing equation, we have to write the equation within equation environment. So the syntax for writing equation environment is slash begin within curly brace equation, and then the formula that you want to write, the mathematical formula, and then slash and in curly brackets equation. So when you use this particular environment, it will create an equations that are centered horizontally, right? And these equations will be numbered equations. The number will be provided on the right side of the equation, right? Whereas if you want that the equations that are present should be unnumbered, then we have to write it within the equation star environment in the same fashion. The only thing is that the name of the environment is now equation star, that is equation asterisk, right? So this will create a centered equation that are unnumbered. And if you want to use reference to this equations anywhere in the text, then we have to add label to this equation along with the equation environment. For that we make use of slash label command after the begin equation command. Slash label, and within curly brace we need to provide the label that would be used to refer this particular equation in the text. For referencing this particular equation, we use this label, and the command slash eqref is used to refer the particular labeled equation in the text. Right. Then this is an example of explicit math equation. We have created one equation. So here we are using slash begin equation. So this will create a numbered equation and centered, right? Then we are using the label slash label eq1 for this particular equation, and then I have created the equation slash lnx. This slash ln command is used to print log of n, right? This is equal to sign, it will print as it is. Then slash int command is used to print the integral sign, and underscore 1 indicates that the limits of this integration is from 1, and power to your cap symbol after that x indicates that the limits of the integral is from 1 to x, right? Slash frac is used to create fraction of the text which is present within two separate curly braces after this command, right? It will create 1 upon t, then dt. So when I execute this particular equation, this particular code in LaTeX, I will get the following output. So it will create an equation that is numbered equation, right? Another example is again shown over here. I have created an equation y equals to slash fracs. This will be a fraction, and then the first part of the fraction will be a cap 3. This indicates that a cube plus 2c underscore and within curly brace x. So this will create subscript x to 2cx will be the subscript, and the second curly brace, that is the denominator, is 1 plus under slash sqrt. This will create square root, and within curly braces whatever text is there will be under square root, that is b underscore x. So this will be b suffix x, and then when we execute this particular equation we'll get the following output, right? The next kind of equations in math can be the equation that have conditions along with it. That is, if a particular condition is true, then you will execute certain thing, and if the condition is false, you will execute certain other thing. If some other condition is true, then we'll perform some other thing. So for this, along with the equation environment, we need to make use of cases environment, right? But now we'll see how to make unnumbered equations. So I am using equations asterisk environment, right? So I have created a equation fz equals to, now there are multiple options, so I am using slash begin cases environment, and then the first option is 1. if the condition, if the value is 1, then what should happen? So that is to be provided after ampersand. So when the answer will be 1 if the condition is this particular thing, the condition is to be mentioned after ampersand. So slash text if, then z slash geq is for greater than equal to sign, and slash theta is for theta sign. So this command is used to print greater than equal to sign, and this command is used to print. The another case, another option is the answer can be 0 if this is the condition, right? And then AND cases. In this way you can add multiple choices, multiple conditions, and then at the end you will end the equation. So when I execute this particular code, I'll get the following output as shown over here. Then we have seen there are inline max equation, like some equations are to be written along with the text in the paragraph. So for that we make use of dollar sign. So any mathematical equation which is written within dollar sign will be considered as inline equation, and it will appear along with the text as shown over here. So this is a simple equation: a square plus b square equals to c square. So this will appear along with the text in the same line. Right. So for writing inline equation, we make use of dollar sign. Then this table, you can pause the video and go through this particular table. It shows the different commands which are used to print different symbols in the math environment or in mathematical equations. So you can pause the video for some time and go through this. Like dollar, I have already told you, is used for inline equation. If you want to print multiplication sign, then we have a command slash times will print this particular symbol. uh, then if you want to print infinity, so we have slash infinity command, it will print the infinity symbol. If you want to print right arrows, and then we have slash right arrow command, so it will print right arrow. For sine we have like slash sine. For cos we have slash cos. For square root we have slash sqrt. For pi we have slash pi. And in this way you can use different commands to print different mathematical symbols. So now we'll go through execution of this into the coding section. We'll go to the coding section. So whatever we have discussed, we'll be looking over here through execution. So now here I am using the article class. So the document class will be article, and for writing mathematical equation I am using the AMS math package, right? By using the command slash use package and AMS math. Then I have begin document, right? So then I will consider the first example, the same example that we have considered. I have just copied pasted over here. So this will create a numbered equation. Then this is another, the same equation that we have seen, it will create another equation that will be again numbered. So this will be numbered as 1, this will be numbered as 2. Then this is an example of inline equation, the same that we have considered. So inline equations are generally not numbered, right? So these are unnumbered equations, so this will not have any numbering. Then the cases equation that we have seen, so this will create the case equation. And then we have used the equation asterisk environment, so this will be unnumbered equation. So now we have two equations. We can also create an array of equation, right, by using the environment eqn array. This eqn array environment creates a series of equation for a particular symbol, right? Like we have created, there are multiple options for f of x, so we have created these three options. Ampersand equal to ampersand is used to add multiple options, right? So the first option will be the value of f of x will be x plus a to the power 2, that is x plus a the whole square. And we have labeled this equation as eqna1, right? This will be used for referencing in the text. In the same way, we have added this x plus a into x plus a, this is labeled as eqna2. Then we have x square plus twice a plus a square, right? So this will be labeled as eqn a end, right? So we have added three equations for f of x, and then we have ended the equation array. So it will create a equation like we will see in the output, right? So for referencing them in the equation, I have used this, we refer that I have used the command eq ref, and then the name of the equation. So this is the name of the equation. So this will be first, second, and now this will be the third equation, this will be fourth equation, and this will be fifth. So here 3 should appear, right? And here 4 should appear, right? And then we'll execute this. So for executing this, we have to just click over here, building the solution, and you will get the message that it is successfully, that is process executed normally. And you can see the output over here. We can zoom it, right? And then you can see that the first equation is executed and the equation is appearing as we have seen, that it is numbered equation 1. This is another equation, that is number 2 equation. Then this is unnumbered equation, right? Example 4, again an unnumbered equation with cases, right? And then was the equation array. So this is numbered as continuing to the first two numbers. This will be third, fourth, and fifth. And then in place of slash eqref, we have written the label of this particular equation. So this is displayed by 3, replaced by 3, and this is replaced by 5, right? In this way you can refer the equation, create the equation in LaTeX. Okay, we'll stop over here, and in the next class we are going to discuss about algorithm environment in LaTeX.